I still have more holes to drill. I'm falling behind. I don't want you guys to catch
Yeah, I'm
up
ready,
me.
guys. So let's keep this moving.
You guys are pushing me.
Let's keep this moving.
We have the layout work for 40 brackets. Each bracket has 4 holes. That's 160 screws that's got to be fastened. And with 3 people, we knocked this out in less than an hour. So I really appreciate my sister and brother-in-law coming out and helping me on this root cellar project. We're ready for board number 3.
You're going to put those guide boards down again?
You're right, I got to do that. All right, I had some large gaps. I went through with the spray foam, and so basically, I'm just going to trim it down. I got to get that scaffolding out of there and that doorway out of there. I just started the backhoe. It's warming up. Getting ready to yank that steel door out of the root cellar floor. Decided to go with a door buck, a wooden door buck. When I started to think about how I was going to attach this door in the doorway, I soon realized I don't have the option of drilling a bunch of holes in the steel door. Thus, going with a wooden door buck, I have the option of drilling and bracing with 2x4s and keeping everything plumb level and square. So out goes the door, and in will go a wooden door buck. We're hoping to work on the deck down there in the root cellar, a workman's deck slash structural support to make sure that everything stays plumb level and square throughout the concrete pour. I'm going to start taking some measurements and cutting some lumber. And then we'll drag that lumber down here and see how well it fits. My plan is to build a giant wooden box inside the root cellar. I'm using 2x6 lumber to be used as my header to go around the entire interior. And I'm fastening the 2x6 header using the 450-pound anchor points that are built in the ICFs. I'm using 2x4 floor joist to span across the top of the wooden structure. Once I have all the 2x4 floor joists in place, I will then cap it off with 3/4 inch plywood and fastening the plywood to the headers and to the floor joists, making one solid structure. Once the wooden box is completed, it will double as a workman's platform throughout the concrete pour. A lot of that load is going to be transferred into this 2x4 and right down into the concrete floor. Once I get that wooden door buck in here, that'll also help firm it up. See, I've added these. When the time comes, I'll be able to pull these out. This wall will tie into the concrete there, and that wall. 3/4 inch rebar. This is the stairwell area that I'm working in, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did to the root cellar and just build a giant wooden box inside, and it will double as a workman's platform. Here you can see I'm adding cross bracing. This will help keep the walls plumb during the concrete pour as well. Good morning, friends. Another new day. A ramp going out to the scaffolding. I'm getting to be an old man, so when I can avoid carrying something and drag it, that's the thing to do. All right, there we have the ramp. I'll probably end up shoving it out some more past the ICF, so when I'm climbing in and out, I'm not damaging the ICF. Okay, friends, continuing on with our Workman's platform / structure support. I plan on putting 3/4 inch plywood down on there. And being that I'm an older man, I'm going to rip those pieces of plywood into 2 foot by 8 foot chunks, so it's easier for me to handle. Let's yank a few pieces out and take a closer look at them. So the task for today is to make sure all the root cellar walls are plumb. Also want to run a tape measure from corner to corner, check everything for square. It's been a while since I've done that. When we've confirmed everything is square and we've confirmed that the walls are plumb, then I'm going to lock those diagonals in place down there to hold it square and plumb. And once I lock that decking to the floor joist, it'll really firm everything up and become a really good structure support to hold everything rock solid during the concrete pour. So let's get started checking things for square. Wow, 20 foot 6 1/4 inches. It's the same. Man, I'm well pleased. And the next task is to make sure all the walls are plumb. So I'm going to get my level, run around, and see how plumb they are. All right, friends. I've went inside and outside, and I'm well pleased with the walls being plumb. Here we have a basic Simpson 2x4 joist hanger, and I've locked this piece and the floor joist tight right here with a screw on this side and a screw on this side. Both of these screws, so if the wall wants to go that way, these screws will hold it in place all along the wall here. Same on the other side. So this floor joist and this header that goes all the way around is one rock solid piece. I think I'll put a few screws in these diagonals, and then once I get those screws in those diagonals, then I'll throw some wood decking on top here. Structure support came out really well. Everything is square, corner to corner. Everything is plumb. Let's take a closer look down here. You can see I have some vertical 2x3s that will take some of the load and the bounce out of the decking because the floor joists are only 2x4. So, and with that 10-foot span, I just wanted to take that bounce out of it. the task today will be working on putting the decking. I still have some more cutting of the plywood. It's used plywood, and so I'm going to cut that up and get the decking all in place. All right, friends, that's it for the deck. We got the deck for the root cellar, and we have the deck for the stairwell. I'm thankful everything went smooth with no accidents and no damage on equipment. Well, I tell you, that's work, moving all those sheets of plywood, getting them in place. That's a lot of upper body and back breaking work, and I'm glad it's done. You can see the stairwell. I got the green wood back there, which is the thin wood that's going to be used for the decking. And then I got some 5/8 that's going to be used for special forms for the stairwell. Once again, this is Steve from Pure Michigan Living. If you liked the video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. And thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on another video.